Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
I was just chit-chatting a bit before the actual start of the show about the cheerleader thing, the man cheerleader thing. And it's one of those stories that just, it's perfect, you know. It's got legs. People like to talk about it. It's water cooler stuff. And as I said, it doesn't really have that much importance over anyone's life. Like, you go to that job I was just talking about Monday. People will talk about it, but it's not like, oh my God, we lost the O'Reilly file. We lost the whole account because of the man cheerleader. It doesn't really make a difference. And it's nothing really new. I mean, the media has been pumping stuff like this out for quite some time. It just gets our attention. And I don't even think it's as nefarious as the distraction, because everyone talks about the distraction now. Every single thing that happens is apparently a distraction for some bigger thing that we're supposed to be distracted from. You know, like the Epstein thing, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza, Iran. Like, those are the real things. And then they throw the distractions out. And I believe there are certain distractions that have been lobbed out to the general population. But everything can't be a distraction. Sometimes things just really happen. And then I like talking to some people when the distraction is kind of important, but not as important as the bigger stories. And depending on who you talk to, it's either the story or the distraction. So sometimes a news story can be both, which is quite puzzling. But it does happen. So I don't think this is a distraction. I think it's just terrible business on the part of the NFL. There's people working there. You know, when I found out that Bud Light woman, not the fake woman that started the whole kerfuffle with Bud Light, but the woman that was in charge of that campaign, that ad campaign, that she got another job. I was just like, how does that happen? How does someone hire a woman that lost billions of dollars and destroyed a one of those products that just had been around for so long, so popular, and you trashed it, and then you just go, yeah, okay, I'll get another job. It's astounding to me. But yeah, this is not really a big deal. It's just one of those things. I do feel bad for the fathers of the of the cheerleader guys. You know, and maybe everything's great. Maybe the parents of the cheerleader guys are just so open and they love their kid regardless or irregardless. If he's a fanoke, irregardless, they still love him and support him, and that would be wonderful. But, you know, when I was growing up in my day, a dad kind of wanted a son to be a reflection of himself, do better than he did. And sports was a big thing. Sports was a big thing for a father and son. It's kind of what you did. You know, what else are you going to do? Talk about sensitive issues? No, you go outside, you throw the ball around. You're on some kind of extracurricular activity at school. Baseball, football, basketball, whatever. And, you know, dad's interested. How'd you do today? If he went to the games, he's very excited and proud when you do something good. So it's always been part of that father and son dynamic to have some type of a sport thing and for that son to be just a little better than dad, you know? And I just think about, you know, the cheerleader guy. Hi, Dad. I just signed with the Minnesota Vikings. What? Son, I knew it was just a phase. I was telling your mother just the other day, I knew it was just a phase. The Vikings. I'm going to go over to Bill's house next door. I'm going to tell, because his son, he's crowing about his son. He's only second string quarterback. So, what's your position? Ooh. Sit down, Dad. I'm a cheerleader. Gotta be tough. You know, we all hear how it's tough for somebody to come out to their parents. Some of them are very, like I said, very liberal, open, honest. Hey, whatever. But, you know, Dad's sitting in the lazy boy in the middle of the living room, watching the ball game, and his son's sitting on a lazy boy in his room. It just, it's tragic in some circumstances. I don't want to be too, I don't want to be too, critical. I don't want to make it sound like dads are all like that.